Yes, I felt that, my arms would become longer than my legs because lifting the suitcase one or two at a time was not easy. It definitely makes you feel very good that you've seen or you're walking with somebody, hey, this is my product. It feels nice that, hey, you're part of the globe and what it takes to make a beautiful carpet. I put all the samples, swatches into a suitcase, went to the US, from door to door, meet people and say, hey, this is what I would like to show. They were already happy with the ones they were buying from. We don't need anything. So made several trips. Of course, but never felt sorry. You have to be master of your trade, otherwise nobody wants to talk to you, which is a fact of life.
We had one office that Ajay and I were going to share. I sat in, had probably 5 colas that day because it was extremely hot. It was not the nicest environment to be in, but it was also a very real environment to be in.
I was learning the trade because I was not from this trade, basically spinning.
We entered this industry as total novices. So when we got our first order was from Hindustan Weavers. We were sort of relying on people from within the industry to sort of guide us. We didn't have our own manufacturing at that time.
It took us almost 5 months to make 36 pieces, and they were all failures.
Both Ajay and I were very, very dejected with this. But I think we learned a lot from this experience.
Now, if you tell me you can have the shipment in 2 days.
Through word of mouth, we got to meet a customer within Germany in the name of Theo Keller. They had asked us for a sample to be made, and the next day the customers were coming. And I still remember the design number. It was called TK200.
I called my team. I said, we need to design this immediately. Since the time was short, they were geared to work even in middle of night. Until 7, we had finished the designing part of it. By then, parallelly, we had started dyeing. About 3 p.m., all the yarns were ready. Tufting was over by about 8 p.m. The question was now, how do we dry it? I told them to put it in front of the generator to take that heat to dry the product. By next morning, it was dry. We did the finishing and the sample was ready in less than 48 hours.
I think we possibly worked all night to get that sample ready.
I sent the pictures. He says, Samir, it looks fabulous, but how did you manage to do it? I was expecting in a week's time. I said, don't ask me how we did it, but we did it.
And once that order came in, it was phenomenal because that was the beginning of our export line.
See, anytime there's no innovation, there's a saturation.
The first thing that we do have is innovative materials. And that is something we spent a lot of our R&D on.
Say, for instance, we developed PET. It's a recycled yarn which has been recycled from water, Coke, and other bottles, plastic bottles, crushed, and then we spin and make a product out of it.
We were one of the first to commercially launch digital printing on floor coverings within the country. You must understand every aspect of the business.
See, it's like a car. I always go back to cars. You don't know anything of what's under the hood. You look at rims, the tires, the body, the color. Similarly, when it is a rug, your eyes always start from the corners, goes into the middle. It has to be well balanced with colors and design. Design should be very harmonious.
This trade has been a part of India's culture, heritage, not for decades, but for centuries. I feel as a member of the industry, it is our moral duty to sort of prevent the downfall of this trade. So under the Fair Trade Organization, under the Raj Art Initiative that we have taken on, we are trying to send a message out to sort of appreciate all the work that has gone in and to promote the industry in a very, very positive way. The best way to sort of grow is from within and grow those core values from within the organization and spread them out. And that is what we've tried to do over the years here. Today we have people who have been a part of this company for over 40 years.
They're a bigger family to us.
You're not selling carpets, you're selling a lifestyle.
Follow the rule of thumb that you know your product well.
And that is what keeps us way ahead of our competition.
Reputation is something which cannot be bought. There is no price to it. Reputation is created.